Hey guys, Buffin Gaming back bringing another video today, and today we're in the weapon conversion series. We're going to cover the DSA-58 from Black Ops 2 is the DSA-58 OSW, so it's this Americanized version of the FAL via a blueprint. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'll show you the blueprint and we'll show you how to build this from scratch. So get into it here. Here you see the final design. So the one thing I need for this is going to be the smooth Dominator blueprint. Now, I believe this is actually PS4 exclusive with the challenges, so I'll go ahead and show you. This is the final blueprint you get. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the challenge for this that I got in the barracks. It's for the engineer challenge. So this is a 9-step challenge to get this blueprint, starting with 25 resupplies with an ammo box. So you're using field upgrades for all this. So you need 25 resupplies with an ammo box, 25 Mark 25 enemies with a recon drone, 10 kills using dead silence, 15 kills using stopping power, stop 25 projectiles with a trophy system, use the deployable cover 10 times, use tactical insert 5 times, hit 20 targets with an EMP drone, and then give 15 weapons using the weapon drop field upgrade. And then you get this smooth Dominator blueprint for the FAL. And this is what we're going to use to make our DSA-58 OSW. So, like I said, I think all these blueprints here on the bottom that I'm showing you, these 4, I believe are all PS4 exclusive for right now, unfortunately. But correct me if I'm wrong with that. You guys can check that out and let me know. So, let's get into the build for the weapon here. I'm going to my DSA-58. So what we'll do is, if I were to strip this down to the base blueprint itself here, you can see the Picatinny rail on the front now. So for the barrel, we're going to want that 13-inch OSW para barrel, and what that's going to do is improve our ADS speed as well as our movement speed. The only con is bullet velocity and recoil control, but we'll make up for the recoil control in other places. And bullet velocity, this is more of a close quarters version of the FAL being the DSA-58. So for the optic, personal preference, but again, similar to our FAL OSW video, we're going to do the combat hollow sight, and then obviously the hollow sight just precision picture. It's going to reduce our ADS speed slightly though. So next we want the stock. Now this is the custom blueprint stock for this is the FSS close quarter stock. So the pro here is the ADS speed and the con being the aiming stability. Another option for this would be the aluminum stock if you want to try and replicate that Magpul folding stock that comes with the DSA-58. I'm surprised they didn't make the blueprint for this stock being that, looking like the Magpul foldable stock, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and go with that. We're using this more of a CQB weapon. Perk will skip as well as rear grip, and then for the ammo, I'm going to go with that 24 round ammo, box ammo here. So that's going to give us our magazine capacity. Obviously, it's bumping up from 20 to 24, and then the cons are the ADS speed as well as the movement speed. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then for the underbarrel for this one, again, this is kind of personal preference. I think the Commando foregrip would definitely be a good one if you don't want to take a ding for your ADS speed. But I'm going to go ahead and do the Ranger foregrip for this one, just because it helps with our recoil control and aiming stability more. And since typically I'm going to be firing this with my playstyle rapidly, as rapid as I can, I'm going to be tap firing very fast. So we're going to want to control that recoil as much as possible. And this is our final product. So again, one other option you could do is that aluminum 18-inch barrel, stock butt stock that comes with the FAL, and that would give you, I'll put the photos up on screen for comparison versus the DSA-58 stock and this. So it looks actually very similar with the skeleton stock here. You get the factory aluminum 18-inch stock. It looks very similar to the Magpul foldable stock that comes on the DSA-58, but being CQC, we want the CQC butt stock. So we'll go ahead and do that for this particular build. And this is our final product. So this is the DSA-58 conversion of the FAL using that blueprint we showed off here in the beginning of the video. So now let's go ahead and get in game and check out the recoil control on this weapon. Okay, now that we're in a game with our DSA-58 OSW, let's go ahead and you can see first off how much different it looks from the basic FAL, just with the Picatinny rails, the quad Picatinny rails there. The whole weapon itself looks much better. You got the top Picatinny rail as well. So very nice transformation with this weapon. It looks night and day difference to me, at least, from the first-person perspective. So let's go ahead now. We'll just tap fire this fast and see what the recoil looks like. So you can see there, 24 round magazine seems to be almost more than enough here. You could run a 30 if you wanted, but I think 24 seemed like an awful lot with this weapon, being that it is going to be a 2-shot kill in most instances. You can see tap firing that the recoil is pretty not bad, right? You can control that pretty well. So let's try controlling it this time. So basically I'm trying to aim on the line with the blue and the white comes together. You can see I'm almost over adjusting. So with this weapon, you don't really need to control the recoil that heavily with this. It's going to climb and kick a little bit initially, and as long as you kind of keep it steady. You can see there, those are all pretty tight, right? Now what our max rate of fire is going to look like, unless you have magic fingers or a controller that'll allow you to turn that into full auto, which would make this thing a beast. But definitely love the way it handles the rate of fire. Being that it is CQC, also with that buttstock, the FSS CQC stock, I'm surprised it doesn't kick as much, especially post-patch here. It handles very well. So that is our DSA-58 OSW variant of the FAL. Let's go ahead now and get a game and see how it handles. Okay, now that we're in game with our DSA-58 OSW, let's go ahead and see how it handles in game. So also, first off here, some information for our giveaway. So it's currently active on the channel. You can check all the information you need to know down in the description of this video. And I'll leave that down there. And all you're going to need to do to enter that is A, be subscribed to the channel. Then you're going to need to go over and comment on the H&K G36 video that we did, which is the assault rifle one, as well as the CTAR 21 and the LVOA C video that we did. So those 3 videos, all the links are down below in the description. And I'll be picking a winner for that probably perhaps Sunday, maybe early next week once I can count everything up and make sure we do it right. So, oh boy, a lot of them right there. So this is our DSA-58. It is a Americanized version of the Belgian FAL, made by an American company, DSA standing for David Salvago Arms. Oh, wow, wasn't paying attention for that guy. So, American company, David Salvago Arms. So, I'll put some more information to that down in the description as well for this particular weapon. So, essentially, as I said, it is a copy of the FAL, Americanized, modernized version with the Picatinny rails on it. Looks very tactical, used for mainly police force as well as civilian use as well. Fires the same cartridge, so it's that 7.62 NATO round it's still firing. And this particular one, being the OSW version, comes with that 13.5-inch barrel for this weapon. Whoa. So you can see I'm able to tap fire this really fast. And again, like I said, if you have one of those controllers where you can full auto this thing, it's just gonna wreck. Mainly, so we covered 2 versions of the FAL already in this video. Or in this, on the channel, we covered just the standard FAL Para as well as the FAL OSW, which is very similar to this. This is just, as we talked about in that video, this is the Americanized DSA-58 version of that. So, I do like this weapon. I've always liked the FAL. I liked using it in multiplayer a lot. I think it handles really well. And this is one of those weapons, being that it's 7.62, a heavier round, it's going to put people down, especially in hardcore or realism. I've been using it a lot too. And notice that it just drops people really fast, which I love. So, again, headshots always are going to bring you down really quick with this one. Same with the upper chest and torso area. And I'm hoping we get some additional blueprints for this. So, as I said, this is only available for PlayStation. I believe it's PlayStation exclusive as this blueprint challenge. But there is something in the shop. I don't know particularly what the blueprint bundle or the operator bundle is at this time. But there is an exact... this blueprint basically verbatim just has a different paint job on it. So you can go ahead and look for that if it comes up on the feature tabs eventually. I know they refresh it usually every day, or when you buy ones also, you're going to get the new ones in there. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll try and post that. You know, when I see it, I'll try and make a post on that as well if it shows up in shop. It's basically this exact blueprint, just with a different whitish black paint job on it. So I don't remember what it's called, but keep an eye out for that if you're on Xbox or PC and aren't unable to get this particular blueprint. Boy, I have no idea where that guy was. So now with the DSA-58, this is a carbine version of the FAL, and it comes with. Oh, these guys. Whoa, hang on. Let's get these guys here. There we go. Love the rate of fire. Tap fire this thing. It handles really well. The recoil is not bad at all. So again, the DSA-58 OSW is more of a paratrooper carbine variant of the weapon. Darn. So it has a fully enhanced parapolymer stock, which kind of we don't really see with this blueprint, but again, you can put that factory aluminum 18-inch stock on there as well to kind of replicate that. Shorter 279mm 11-inch or 330 13-inch barrel options. And it also has the option for fully automatic as well in real life. So, unfortunately, the game, as I said, we can only do the semi-auto, but it still handles really well. If this thing were full auto, and I've seen some people using it full auto in the game, and it just drops people really fast. There's also a CTC, or, oh my god, or a compact tactical carbine. So this is a carbine variant of the FAL, also made by DSA. It has a side fold enhanced parapolymer stock. Again, you can kind of replicate that with the 18-inch aluminum stock. And it also comes in a shorter 413mm or 16.5-inch barrel option for full auto setting as well. Overall length for that is 36.5 inches. See if we can get through walls with this. If we had a full metal jacket on, we probably could. Darn. So, again, the DSA-58, love this weapon. I really liked our FAL OSW build when we did that as well. So this is very similar. Mainly just a blueprint cosmetic change. There's no, again, being a blueprint, there's no statistic increase or decrease with the blueprint itself. So let me know what you guys think of this down below. Also be sure to check out the giveaway instructions. As I said, that'll be closing most likely Saturday or Sunday. So just keep the comments coming if you're interested. What it's going to be is a $30 gift card for your console of choice, being PC, PS4, or Xbox. So we'll be giving away 2 of those. All you got to do, as I said, is subscribe to the channel and then comment, preferably with your console of choice, but if you forget, I'll be getting a hold of you with those details after anyways. And it's going to be that G36 video for the assault rifle, the LVOA-C video, as well as the CTAR 21 video. So go ahead and check that out down below. Wow, my aim was pretty bad there. But let me know what you guys think of this weapon. Are you a fan of the FAL? Have you used it at all? Do you want this blueprint? Or are you on a console where you, PC or Xbox, where you can't get this particular blueprint? In which case, you'll have to keep an eye out in the shop for that one that I said is basically the same blueprint with a different paint job. But unfortunately, you would have to pay for that, it seems, which is kind of a bummer. But that exclusivity for the PlayStation seems to kind of continue with this. So let me know what you guys think. Also, let me know what future conversions you want to see down below. I know we have a lot of requests for some shotgun builds as well as some pistol builds, so I can do a couple Glock videos, I think, because we have the X16, which is a Glock 21 in game right now. What I can do, I can convert that into a Glock 18, just minus the full auto capability, and I think I can do a Glock 17C as well. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be doing some shotgun ones too, once I can figure out specifically what they are for real-world conversions. We're kind of limited with those, but let me know down below. Also, be sure my Twitch link is down there in the description. Be sure to check me out there. We'll be live streaming over there as well as here on YouTube as well. So check me out there. And if you're trying to get a hold of me, the best places would be Instagram or Twitter, and those links are also below in the description as well. So if I can't, I try to answer everybody here on YouTube, but there's, you know, obviously we're growing pretty fast thanks to you guys and the support. So a little hard to answer everybody right away, but I will eventually get to everybody. So, but again, if you want to get a hold of me quicker, those links are down below for Instagram and Twitter. Also, let me know what your favorite build is in the game so far. I'd like to know what you guys are using the most. And I also want to know what you guys think of the Season 1 Battle Pass so far. Have you purchased it? Do you like it? Do you think it's a good system? Being that I think you have 20 free tiers, and the fact that 2 weapons are free just by playing the game. You don't even need to purchase the tiers. I think it's a pretty good deal. I'm pretty happy with this, especially compared to previous CODs. So, let me know down below. This is the DSA-58 OSW. And until next time, Buckner Gaming, out.